Alright, welcome everybody. This is Aaron Mauer, and here we're going to begin task number 3. And so before we really begin to connect and engage with other people, I think it's important that we take a look at our profile page and make sure that we're representing ourselves the way that we want it to be represented. So I'm going to be showing everything through just the website, twitter.com. I know there's many apps and stuff, and so if you want to use those, you can access this stuff much the same way. So, your task for today is to get your profile and your picture looking the way that you want to be represented. So when people check to see who you are, they're engaged and are intrigued by following you. So if you go to twitter.com up here in the toolbar, and if you go / and you add your Twitter handle, it'll take you to your profile page. You could also just go up to me and access it in much the same way. And so this is my profile page that you see here. And right here you can see my name, where it says Aaron Mauer. Is obviously my hashtag. And then I've got my brief bio, which I've been working on, trying to enhance and kind of clean that up. So I'm going to go up to the edit option. The first thing is going to be to change your photo. And you can pick any image that you want. A lot of times they recommend that you do have a profile picture of yourself, an image, so people know that you are not a spammer. Doesn't have to be. I had not used my actual face for the last year or so. I did eventually switch over because I keep reading about that. So pick a photo that you want to represent who you are, but they do recommend a headshot so they can get a sense of who you are. That's the photo. And then there's your header. Okay, so if I go back here, the header is what is behind your picture. So for me, I've got another image of myself, which I'm in the process of changing here. So if you go to that header, you can pick that backdrop, whatever it is that you want. Once again, that's kind of creating your brand in terms of how you want to be represented, in terms of who you are. Then you can fill in this information. Obviously, this is all optional stuff, but it's important that a lot of people recommend your location so they can find out where it is that you're looking for. It helps them search it down and it kind of expand their network. If you've got a website, obviously plug that in there. But most important is this bio. You've got about 160 characters to explain yourself. And so I don't have any major tips or tricks because I think everybody writes their own depending on where you are in the education field and kind of who you want to be and be represented. And so I have kind of a brand or a style that I like to be reflected, and so I've been working on this, and so I've just placed in several words. Gives you education, because that's what I teach. Robotics, because I do coach robotics. I am an avid Lego fan. I love Mac products. Obviously, coffee is my life. And then I kind of have my mantra, your daily dose of caffeine for the brain with free refills, which is my blog, my whole kind of branding platform that I go with. And so you want to kind of work on this, and this can obviously change over time. I have probably worked on this and revised it at least a dozen times since I've been on Twitter. But you really want to make sure you have that and kind of put some time into it and kind of think about it. But make sure you have something there. Don't leave it blank because people will think that you're a spammer. And so that's what I want you to work on now is your photo of yourself, an adequate header, your information, and then your bio. And then the last thing that you want to add is going to be your design. And I'll add this in this whole task too because it kind of all flows the same. You can see on my profile page, I've got this coffee for the brain back here where I actually just kind of drew some images, nothing real fancy. I loaded onto my computer. But you can go here to your design, and you can have a template that's already made for you in your backdrop, or you can create your own, which is what I've done. I've just uploaded that image and then I've just tiled it, and you can kind of play around with that. So for task number 3, we'll go through this one more time. I would like for you to add your photo of yourself, a header, fill in your necessary information, and really work on your bio. And if you're really adventurous, the bonus assignment is going to be to get a theme going in your backdrop, whether you load up your own or use a pre-made one. And when you have that all done, stick it up onto Twitter, send a tweet out, and to the Coffeechug PLN hashtag, and let us know. We'll take a look at it and give you some feedback and advice. Alright, as always, if you have questions, let me know, and I look forward to seeing what it is that everybody creates. Alright, challenge yourself, think outside the box, and think about your brand. How do you want to sell who you are? Because that's very, very important. Alright, take care.